Located in the contiguous area of the northern key economic region and central provinces, Thanh Hóa is considered a miniature Vietnam with a full range of terrain and ecosystems. Thanh Hóa is the fifth largest province in the country, ranking third in population and eighth in size of economy. The great achievements that Thanh Hóa has earned in recent years, together with the existing advantages, will offer many opportunities for investors to join us and realize the aspiration to turn Thanh Hóa into a major economic center not only of the north and north-central region of Vietnam, but also Vietnam. Thanh Hóa is one of the very few localities in Vietnam that have a marine economic zone, many industrial parks, oil refineries, airports and deep water seaports connected through Ho Chi Minh Road, National Highway 1A, North-South Railway and soon the Transnational Expressway. From Thanh Hóa, the merchandise can also go to Hủa Phăn province of Laos and then to the ASEAN countries. This is a very competitive advantage for Thanh Hóa to develop a wide range of products, from consumer goods, textile and garments to electronics and especially petrochemical and post-refined oil products. With its own characteristics, especially when the construction of coastal route from Quảng Ninh to Thanh Hóa completed by 2020, Thanh Hóa province has a lot of potential and advantages to become a part of the new growth aces, including Hà Nội, Quảng Ninh, Hải Phòng, Thanh Hóa. With the third largest population in the country, Thanh Hóa has a great advantage in terms of labor force, high rate of trained labor, and lower labor costs comparing with other provinces in the region. This is a comparative advantage to other large industrial provinces in the country which are competing for labor supply. The population of 3.6 million makes Thanh Hóa a big market, and if taking neighboring provinces such as Ninh Bình, Nam Định, Thái Bình, Hòa Bình, Nghệ An, and the northern provinces of Laos into account, the number of consumers here could reach over 15 million. From these comparative potentials and advantages, along with the new thinking and perspectives, Thanh Hóa is aspiring to open up new direction for itself to become a major economic center in the North-Central region and Vietnam in the near future. Thanh Hóa is the third province in the country to cooperate with a foreign consulting firm to develop a master plan for socio-economic development up to 2030 with a vision to 2040. Group 2. Thanh Hóa is the first province in the country to cooperate with a foreign consulting firm to develop a master plan for socio-economic development up to 2030 with a vision to 2040. According to the planning by Boston Consulting Group, the economic growth of Thanh Hóa will be driven by 5 pillars, including processing, manufacturing, affordable tourism and healthcare services, and agriculture with integrated infrastructure. These are new opportunities for investors to grab and translate into specific projects. In the manufacturing and processing pillar, with the Nghi Sơn refinery located in Nghi Sơn economic zone and the 8 existing industrial zones, Thanh Hóa will become a new center for petrochemical refinery, post-refined oil product, plastic, garment industry, high-tech agriculture of the country, besides the growing sectors such as shoes and leather, knitting, animal feed and food processing. Thanh Hóa is known as the land of great history and talented people, the origin of many flourishing dynasties of Vietnam with many famous monuments and landscapes, including the World Cultural Heritage Ho Dynasty Citadel, the National Historical Relic of Lam Kinh, Sầm Sơn Beach, which is one of the most beautiful beaches in Vietnam. Thanh Hóa is gradually becoming the leading tourism center of the country. The growth of Thanh Hóa tourism not only driven by ecotourism, culture, and spiritual tourism, but also sea tourism with the islands of Hòn Mê and Hòn, 3 beautiful pristine beaches of Hai Tien, Thanh Hoa, and Tiên Trang, and many other cultural, historical, and spiritual structures. As a new market and growth engine for North and North Central region, Thanh Hóa will create new opportunities for businesses to invest in the healthcare sector. We are confident to become a leading quality healthcare center in Vietnam thanks to the potentials of a large market, quality infrastructure, and human resources. At present, there are many successful investors in this sector in Thanh Hóa. With great tradition and potentials in agriculture production, Thanh Hóa is restructuring this sector, creating large land fund to attract businesses to invest in industrial plant, fruit trees, food crops, vegetables, livestock, aquaculture, and agroforestry processing in value chains. In order to further boost the growth of strategic pillars, creating favorable conditions for socio-economic development, the technical infrastructure, especially the transport infrastructure and the infrastructure of Nghi Sơn Economic Zone and industrial parks, should be modernized with synchronous investment. This is the 5th strategic pillar that Thanh Hóa province prioritizes to call for investment, especially in the route connecting Thọ Xuân Airport with Thanh Hóa City, the railway link between Hoa Chuang Station and Nghi Sơn Port, the North-South Expressway route along with the coastal route through Thanh Hóa Province. That also includes the extension road of National Highway 47B linking Nghi Sơn Economic Zone and Thọ Xuân Airport with Ninh Bình Province and Laos. Taking this opportunity, investors have invested in the construction of some important routes such as the route connecting Thọ Xuân Airport with Nghi Sơn Economic Zone in the form of BT. We also put high priority on PPP investment for the modernization and synchronization of the transport infrastructure.
The key message to investors would be twofold. Firstly, that we see that the leadership of Thanh Hoa has taken a firm commitment to change the environment and to move forward. And the second thing is more of a subtle message, which is, there's lots of investors that have not really discovered the opportunity of Vietnam. And the good news is that there are places like Thanh Hoa where the opportunity is still absolutely ripe. There are places in Vietnam where the labor costs have gone up and there are capacity constraints. But Thanh Hoa is really an opportunity today. Economically very competitive opportunity today, and that's the second message that we would give to investors.
To speed up the socio-economic development, Thanh Hóa is committed to strongly reform the investment and business environment. First and foremost is to shorten the time required for investment project setting up, especially the reduction of the time required to complete land procedures, the simplification of administrative and investment procedures. Another great change is that from now on, every month, the chairman of the Provincial and District People's Committee will spend a day to meet and have businesses resolve difficulties. All these reform aims to give Thanh Hóa more comparative advantages to become one of the most attractive investment destinations in the country.
Trong năm 2017, chúng tôi sẽ hoàn thành cái việc thành lập các cái trung tâm.
Thanh Hóa chose to reform administrative procedures, focusing on solving difficulties facing businesses. In 2017, we will establish provincial and district-level public administrative centers. By 2020, we aim at the 3 targets, namely the most synchronous infrastructure for businesses, the most competitive land and labor cost, and the most favorable administrative procedures for businesses.
là kịp thời nhất.
To attract more investment into the 5 strategic pillars, along with administrative reform, Thanh Hóa focuses on human resources development and education and training, the advantages that very few localities in Vietnam have. This is the only way to meet the requirements for quality human resources in the sectors of high-tech, healthcare services, tourism, or agriculture industry. The path that Thanh Hóa province takes is opening up new investment opportunities not only in the economic sector but also in the fields of education and training, healthcare, and many other. With new vision and new thinking, Thanh Hóa is rapidly transforming to realize the aspiration to become a new growth engine of the country based on the 5 strategic pillars. Therefore, investors should take this path with us, as we will always accompany you. Together, we'll seize the opportunities, potentials, and strength to develop and realize the aspiration of Thanh Hóa to not only become a major economic center of the North and North Central region, but also Vietnam in the next 15 to 20 years.